So you're at a party, you're at a friend's house, you're at family's house, it's a get-together, you're on social media, you're out shopping or eating, and an argument breaks out. How do you win every argument? Well, listen up, because I'm going to give you a surefire tactic to win every argument. And if you follow exactly what I say, you will indeed win every argument. Now, it is true, I love to talk, and I find myself many times in various genres of conversation and in diverse different crowds and so forth. So I frequently find myself in heated conversations, and today it seems as though you can't have a conversation without it being heated, because everyone is of the opinion that they know everything and that you couldn't possibly have any knowledge that they don't already have. And in today's world, I believe perspective is a very important part of our conversation and the knowledge that we have. I love the story about there's a car wreck and there's 6 people who are interviewed on the road by the police officers, and each 6 person, because they're standing at different locations on the street, have a different perspective and have different facts and opinions of what happened, and not a single one of them match up. Now, they're not, their opinions and their perspective is not untrue. You know, it's not fake, it's not fabricated, it's not made up. It is all truthful information, but they have a different perspective. And so I believe in life that it is very, very important that you listen to what everyone has to say before you respond. And truthfully and honestly, listen to what they're saying and then respond. And for the purposes of this video, we're going to discuss 3 different modes of communication. One is a casual conversation amongst friends, acquaintances, or people that you have met in a specific setting. The second one is a debate. Now, I love debate, but there is a very specific, there's rules to debate. And then the third is an argument. And we're going to discuss those 3 modes of communication. Now, a conversation and a debate can have similar rules, all right? Usually it begins with a topic of interest, a topic of knowledge, something you've researched, something you've studied, or something you're interested in. And a debate usually starts with a pro and a con discussion. I'm for, I'm against. Then with a debate, you want to add not just your opinions, but facts, factual information. Now, when does a debate become an argument? Well, listen closely. A debate becomes an argument when it goes from truthful information, factual information, and even your opinion into slanderous, snarky comments, personal innuendos, and comments that have nothing to do with the topic of conversation. And at that point, once it goes from factual information to slanderous comments, you have lost the debate. And you have also lost the argument. So listen very, very carefully. How to win every argument is to never start an argument to begin with. Okay, now let me also explain that in today's society, we have a lot of socially inept people, and they have a lot of anxiety, frustration, and they join social media or even social rings, like at a coffee house, at a restaurant, a park, etc. And their sole purpose of entertainment is to be hateful, to be angry, to be bitter, to be confrontational, to be slanderous, to be hateful. And in my opinion, that type of rhetoric doesn't belong in society. And now I understand that you can be upset about a topic. For me, let's just say abortion. Very, very hot topic today. And I can understand people being angry about abortion. About the fact that abortion is even performed in our country today. I don't understand why people are angry because they can't get an abortion. That to me is just pure evil. But I do understand when someone is angry about a topic. But when you take that subject and you immediately start going into name calling, vicious comments, slanderous comments, suggestive comments, what you are saying is, I have no educated knowledge on the subject. I do not know how to defend my opinion. Okay, because usually opinions can be based on facts and truth, but most of the time opinions are based on just how you feel about something. So when you start attacking someone, it means you've lost all credibility. You have lost all relevant knowledge of a subject. Now, there are people out there who are really, there are two types of people. People who honestly want to know what you know, and people who really just want to get into an argument. They don't really care about knowing truthful information. They're just bent on entertainment. And just to give you a base for every discussion, when someone asks me my opinion, I will usually respond with two things. Do you want to know my opinion? And sometimes they will say no because they just want to know what I know on a subject, and I will proceed from there. Then the second question I ask is, if what you believe is the truth is a lie, do you want to know? And based on their response, I will go forward. If they say no, I walk away from the conversation and I say, have a good day. If they say yes, then you know the sincerity of the question. They truthfully want to know what you know and your opinion of what you know of said topic. When someone is only focused on arguing, it doesn't matter what you say to them. It doesn't matter the facts, the truths, the information that you give them. They're not listening to you. They are already in their mind thinking of a snarky, slanderous comment. So there's no need to entertain these people. This is what I say about these people, that they have a social complex and that they come onto social media to be angry and bitter, and that their drug of choice is conflict, and I choose not to be an enabler. So my advice to you today is, when you start a conversation or someone asks you your opinion, always find out first, What is their intent? If they really want to know the truth, then have a conversation with them. If they don't even begin one, because it will just end up in frustration for you. And some advice to people, I always say when I'm asked, what's your opinion? And let's just say the setting is not right. Like someone may ask me my opinion about something and I'm walking into church, or I'm getting ready to go into a class, or I'm at a party. I'm at family's house that I know does not agree with me, okay? And someone asks me my opinion. I will say to them, I'd be really glad to sit down with you sometime on a personal one-on-one basis and discuss this with you. But right now, I'm in party mode, or I'm in worship mode, or I'm in learning mode. And this would be a conversation better served when I have the opportunity to sit down and really think about your question. And if you do that, you won't offend people. People will walk away from you. Either they'll walk away feeling like they did not get their fix, and they're not going to come back to attack you later because they know I'm not going to get my gratification talking to them, so I'm going to move on to the next target. And if they do come back to you to discuss things, they're going to come back to you with the opinion and the attitude that what you say is going to be honest and sincere. And I like that. That to me is my goal in life, is just that people, when they talk to me, they understand that I am sincere in what I say. And that and I try really hard, and I'll be honest with you, it is a struggle in every conversation to keep it on track. And here's another pitfall. People ask you a question that they really don't care to know the answer to, but they know they're going to sidestep it into another conversation, which is an argument. And they don't let you answer the question. They're already automatically interrupting you and taking you into a different direction. And your mind is set on the first topic of conversation that they asked you, so you're not mentally prepared for the next question they ask you. So when someone does that, you automatically stop them and say, well, let's stay on the first topic that you asked me about. And then if someone makes a snarky, rude comment about something that you say, don't respond to it, because they're trying to get you rattled, and they're trying to get you off focus. Many times I'll hear this response in a casual, non-threatening, non-abrasive conversation. The person will say, now, I'm not going to argue with you, which is clue number one, that the person doesn't know why they believe what they believe, and they don't know why they have a certain opinion. They either heard it on the news, a friend said it to them, and it was the most non-threatening to it didn't challenge them, and it didn't threaten their moral standard. So it was easy for them to believe something that was not true versus something that was true. And in your attempt to explain to them truths, why what they believe is not true, or why they should believe a certain way, they will reject anything you have to say. And they won't listen to you, and of course it ends up in an argument. And now, the last thing that I would like to leave everyone with is to the Truth Social crowd. Okay, so if you're on Truth Social and you are a conservative, I want you to weigh your responses. I see and I hear on social media, on Truth Social, a lot arguments among conservatives. And there are so many things worth being upset about. But there are so many things that absolutely unnecessary. And when someone says, oh, the topic is flat earth, and everyone who believes that the earth is round is a moron, those are topics to avoid. You know why? Because they're not worth your time. All right. And I'm going to do a whole video on flat earth. So if you are a flat earther, or if you are sick and tired of everyone hitting you with the flat earth theory, then you're going to want to hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and tune in for all of my next videos, because I promise you, you're going to learn a lot about different theories, different arguments, different topics of discussion. But I also want to let you know that when you're involved in a conversation with another conservative, and say you know that conservative is wrong, do not automatically jump to the opinion that that person is evil, that that person is deceptive, that, that person is stupid. Now, hey, the conversation, it may be true. It may be true, but you do not know the heart of the individual you're talking to. And I also like to kind of take this to a more serious note. Suicide is such a big issue in the United States, and especially in the last 3 years with all this COVID craziness. The COVID craziness was designed to cause mental stress on the population in the United States and the world, for that matter. So I want people to be considerate of other people's emotional states. You don't know what type of comment you're going to make that is going to push someone over the edge. Now, I in no means am saying that if someone has facts wrong or is presenting information that is not truthful, that you shouldn't correct the information. I believe that 100%. I am all about, if someone's got details, facts, or something wrong, correct them. And I also, if I've got something wrong, I want to know it, okay? But I believe that as an adult, we should be able to respond to people in civil manners. And see, you don't see the Democrats attacking each other. You know why? Because they're very comfortable in being wrong. and they're okay with you being wrong, because see, their agenda is not of God. It is of Satan. And Satan doesn't care what you believe as long as it's not the truth. So the Democrats, they waller in their untruthfulness, and they love it, and they support each other for being wrong and doing corrupt things. But you don't see them attacking each other. But in the conservative world, it is one attack after another. And see, that's exactly where the enemy, that's where Satan wants us. He wants us so distracted, so distraught, arguing amongst each other, full of bitterness and anger, and divided. So I want to encourage everyone, stay united. Yes, put truthful information out there. And as a video blogger, I will be honest with you, it is very difficult to know what is the truth and what is not the truth. And as a video editor, I also know that Photoshop, CGI and stuff, it's difficult to determine what is right and what is wrong. When you find out information, report it as the truth. Respond in kindness. Give people the benefit of the doubt that maybe they just truthfully, honestly do not know something is not the truth, and that you're going to come alongside them, nurture them, and guide them in the right direction. All right. And likewise, if you're the type of person who is being corrected, make sure that you also respond back with, thank you for your advice, and move on. And don't get involved in the little snarky little comments. Just move on. And I'll be honest with you, this video is not just for you. but it is for me as well. And this is an area of my life that I want to work on, that I want to be stronger in, that I want to convey a confidence and a love for others. And if I can't accomplish that, if I cannot stay in that mode of communication, then I don't want to be doing the videos I'm doing. There's no sense in conveying information and conveying it in a wrong spirit, in a wrong attitude, in hate, in bitterness, and in anger. Everything that we do, we should strive to do it with kindness. So I leave you with this challenge today. In every conversation, weigh your responses. Is it worth being upset about, or is it not? Is it a paper cut situation, or is it a life and death situation? And remember that our response in how we conduct ourselves in a conversation can change someone's beliefs, knowledge, and understanding on a subject. So I leave you with that. I say, God bless, have a good day, and see you in the next video. This has been my perspective on Perspective Media and #AwakeYet, saying, be strong, be encouraged. And hey, if you liked my video, please make sure that you give it a thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe. And if you're not on True Social, I'll have the links in the video and in the description below. Thank you, God bless, and we will see you in the next video. And I hope this video found you encouraged, and that you also share it with a friend who needs encouragement.